Hey, are you guilty of this bad habit that really nobody ever talks about? See, we always kind of demonize the habits that are bad, like substance abuse or perhaps addictions, these types of things. But very few of us discuss the bad habit of dissociative disease or disassociation. And as a result, the problem is that nobody addresses it, nobody talks about it. But when we disassociate, it's basically like we escape our lives. And we do this in very small ways, like daydreaming. Perhaps you're at a job where you just don't dig it. It's not your thing. And as a result, you go somewhere else mentally. And when you go somewhere else mentally, it might seem innocent enough, but the reality is that it's a way of coping with trauma. In fact, severe cases of disassociation, people literally leave their bodies in an abusive situation because it's too painful to be present, and mentally they go somewhere else. But we do that in micro ways. In other words, we disassociate like, hey, I'm gonna go down for 5 hours and play video games. I'm gonna go and do Netflix. I'm gonna go and excessively exercise. And what happens is we keep escaping our lives. But the present is called the present, not in a cheesy way, but it's called the present because it's a gift. It's literally a gift, and it means that that is the only time that we can actually make change happen in our lives. The future is beyond us. The past is behind us. The present is really the only place where we can make true change happen. And when you leave the present and you go somewhere else, you abdicate your power. You give it away. You essentially release it to something or someone else. And as a result, you no longer feel pain, but you no longer feel potential. My friend Chet Scott often talks about how most people live lives of chronic pain, and how the only way to escape the chronic pain in our lives is to invite acute pain. Acute pain is short term, it's focused, it's intentional, it's purposeful, but that acute pain that we invite into our lives allows us to then overcome the chronic pain, the life of chronic pain. I want to challenge you as I'm looking at my own life. What are micro ways, where I am disassociating from the present reality in front of me? This isn't about guilt. It's not about shame. It's about awareness. Awareness so that we can make radical change in our lives. Lean in, if you will. Lean into the pain rather than flee from it. Rather than go to the quick fix, the food, the addictions, the substances, the disassociation. Rather than escaping your life, lean into it and then ask yourself questions. Real questions, deep questions like, is this the life that I want? Or do I want to invite change? And if I want to invite change, what is my process? What is my plan? Who are truth tellers that can invite awareness into my life? I only do this video because it's a bad habit that unless we bring to the surface, we're going to keep putting it below. And as a result, we'll never get healthy. We'll never experience healing. It's time to explore the pain a little bit and lean in and then come up with the solution. This is Kary Oberbrunner. Be a soul on fire. Live your life where you are present. Jim Elliott said a quote, I love it. Wherever you are, be all there.